Ron's Gone Wrong, which is a sort of sci-fi-ish animated romp, all-star voice cast: Zach Galifianakis, Jack Dylan, Grazer, Olivia Colman, Ed Helms, Rob Delaney, a bunch of people. So I think it must be the near future, all kids have B-bots. The B-bot is your best friend out of the box. It's a robot friend. It kind of looks like a big weeble, and it's kind of does everything that your mobile phone does, but it is your best friend out of the box. Barney is this socially awkward kid. He ends up sitting on the conversation bench, in playgrounds, that thing, sit here if you want a conversation, and anyway, so he's sort of very awkward character. And he was very interested in rocks, and his parents give him some rock hammers like Andy Dufresne in Shawshank for his birthday. But then his dad realizes that what he needs a Bebop, because you can't, it's the thing that everyone's got. Everyone at the school has got a Bebop. And if he hasn't got a Bebop, he can't be part of the thing. So they try to get him a Bebop, but, they can't. And then they find a damaged one. They manage to acquire a damaged Bebop. So he gets a Bebop, your best friend out of the box, but one that doesn't quite work. Here's a clip.
Hi, insert registered name. I am I am.
My B-bot. B-bot. Look, my best friend out of the box.
I am insert registered name's best friend out of my box. Insert registered name is my best friend. Please connect me to the Bubble Network.
How? You're not online? So how am I supposed to fix that?
No problem. I'll scan my database to find out how to do it.
Oh, great. Cool.
The answer to your question is on the Bubble Network.
Barney!
Please connect me to the Bubble Network. Insert registered name.
Stop saying that. It's not my name.
No problem. Please select a name from my internal database. Adash, Aaron, Abraham, Absalom.
Absalom?
Hi, Absalom?
I think that's funny.
I do.
Okay, so then what happens is, because he can't connect to the network, to the Bubble Network, he can't upload the friendship program, and more importantly, he doesn't have any of the safety protocols. So the Bebop, which becomes called Ron, wreaks havoc. And Barney resolves to take him back to the manufacturers because, he just can't possibly be doing with this. But then what he comes to realise is that actually having a Bebop that isn't programmed and having one that has to learn what friendship is better than all the Clockwork Orange type, just doing what the devices that all his friends have. And I knew nothing about the film beforehand, except for what I thought was a fairly unpromising title. And I went in, and what I got was, firstly, it's a pretty sharp script, lots of gags about the data harvesting deviousness of big tech, which obviously kind of,
A little bit of Cambridge Analytica in there.
Exactly. Always appeals to me. Makes it more than just like an update of something like Short Circuit. There's a central kind of power struggle going on at Bubble between this young man who's got these ideas about how this is going to connect people, and like the internet, social media is going to connect people, and then the slightly older magnate who is just interested in selling things to kids and has no empathy whatsoever. There are, to some extent, parallels with Free Guy, which, if you remember, I find creating a computer game that learns, that grows, that develops organically, and that is then hijacked by a kind of it's hijacked for much more saleable purposes, and they take all the technology, but they don't really understand what they're doing with it. It was really good fun, and it was a real surprise for me because I hadn't gone in expecting very much out of it at all, and I thought it was entertaining, as I said, good voice cast, but also I didn't feel it was a film that was doing the one for the kids, one for the adults gags. I mean, yes, the stuff about, the data harvesting thing seemed, but I actually think most media savvy kids will understand a film that says to them, social media or, its interconnected things can be a really cruel place. And I don't think that's something which is playing to the adults. I think it's something which plays to anyone who's got a mobile phone or, because nowadays, I sound like a really old man, the fact that people, I'm sorry, but it's true. When we were kids, there wasn't that to deal with. I do think that a generation of people have grown up as kind of experimental lab mice. I wonder how the world will be if they have to grow up living with social media. And I think the answer to that is, well, that is a really tough, difficult learning curve. And I think that kids will get all the gags about, this stuff can be cruel. This stuff can appear to be about friendship, but actually it's about completely the opposite. And it had good gags in it, completely the opposite. And it had good gags in it, and I enjoyed it. Called Ron's Gone Wrong.